Hello, America. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my review of Love After Lockup Season 2, Episode 50. 50. Okay. In my hand. 50. Let's get on to it. Very quick scene. Andrea and Lamar were talking about how they were having sex in prison, and she wants to use this as inspiration for other couples to, I guess, do things illegally. I don't know, but that's the end of their story because it's nothing. Brittany and Marcelino was looking good by that fire. That is the first time ever that I've seen Marcelino, and I said, oh, I could see how a little bit of somebody was looking at him like that, because I was like, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyway, Brittany then went and sat by the prison with the girl. What's her name? Alex? I don't know. Y'all, I know I look a mess. I haven't done my hair, but I'ma do it. She then sat by the prison and told her friend what Marcelino did. Then she yelling to the prisoners, tell Sasha I love you. Woman, do you want to get these prisoners in trouble? Okay. Then she talked to Marcelino, looking good by that fire, might I add, again. And she said, you don't lie to me. And he said, okay, I won't lie to you. And I don't know what I'm doing. And she said, but we just need to do it or we're going to end up like our parents. And then he apologized. And then in his confessional, now I forgot Marcelino was a writer. So Marcelino could have written that, but he's not an actor. So he was just I love Brittany. I'm giving her all that I got. It was like he was reading it. So it sounded very rehearsed, okay? But a little bit of, I would say that we should all be prepared for the season finale to have a lot of manufactured TV drama. We really should all be prepared because this episode had a lot of manufactured TV drama to the point where I was like, oh, this is scripted. They reading off of scenes. This is all hoopla. It's a whole bunch of hoopla. That's what it was. Okay. So we see Lacey. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Lacey is out with John. She hasn't had sex with him yet because she want to break up with her husband first. Then John asks who she texting, and she's like, I'm texting my dad. And he's like, no, I'm joking. And she's like, no, you weren't. And so then, he's mad that she's playing nice with Shane and he's living off of you, and you done got an inmate up in your house with your kids that you met off the internet. I mean, which is true. That's true. So, she's like, why are you doing this? She said she crying, but there were no tears running down her face. And, she knows that he has a bad temper, so that makes her even more confused. So I was under the impression, excuse me, my dumbass was under the impression that she had already made her decision and that she was going to kick Shane out and be with John. She tells us this episode that she has not made a decision, so she doesn't know if she is going to kick out Shane for John. So they go to her house. Shane is there. I did not see the pit stains under his arms, okay? But somebody pointed it out on Reddit. So I'm so fucking thankful that you did. So he had these big old stains up under his arms. And my husband pointed something too, but I can't remember what it was. Lacey is like, you're phony. And what the difference between a real white girl and Sarah, the imitation black girl. Lacey's voice never changed. You're phony. No, you're phony. I told you my situation about John, and you cheated on me. Okay? You see, and Sarah would sound like Donnie off the Wild Thornberries. That's all I got to say, okay? And if you ain't never seen the Wild Thornberries, go listen to the Wild Thornberries. Come back. I got a red dot on my nose. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Lacey started throwing Shane's shit on the bed. Get out. You need to get out. I'm not good at her voice, okay? I've been exposed. I'm not good at her voice. And Shane is like, why are you acting like this? You ain't never acted like this before. Why are you acting like this? And so she goes outside because John is waiting in the wings in case, call me, beat me, whenever you need me. He's there. So he comes and this is how the episode ends, but it felt like they cut it or I know damn well Shane was like, you gonna ruin our relationship. Then he walks outside and sees John and then he walks back in the house. Come on. I said, Shane, you better not let this nigga talk to you like he crazy. It's your house. Angela and Tony done traveled for their wedding. Tony says, he invited his best man and his best friend, his friend, Andre, who was in prison for, selling drugs, which is fine because he was in prison for doing drugs. So, wasn't he? What was Tony in prison for? I honestly don't know. Well, he was talking to Tommy. He was in prison for a little slice and dice. Anyway, Angela doesn't know this, and so they need to discuss this Andre fella. He tells her that he's from prison. Angela is like, I really don't want you to hang around this man, but how about you only see him for one day of your life and then don't see him anytime else? So Tony says he agrees to it, but he says he's going to have a good bachelor party or something because the first time he got married, he was 16 and he wasn't able to do anything. Do Tony have kids? Tony. So we see Andre, and I can't really do Andre's voice, but I hear it so vividly in my head. Kind of like the, kind of like kind of like up here like me. We about to go out and park. Is no, I can't do it. I'm so sorry. I failed you all. I failed all of you. So they're going out to the strip club, right? And guess who happens to be there? Oh, Tommy Boy Tom. Tommy Boy is there. And he's there because he's going to keep an eye out on Tony, since Tony is around strippers. But Tony has I wouldn't even say that Tony has a thing for prostitutes. Tony just got a thing for women that look good. Okay. So they're at the strip club. Tommy then asks Tony, why you with Angela? Tony says, Angela completes me. When has Angela completed you? The yin to his yang. Okay, whatever. And my cat is literally licking up under her legs, right on the side of me. And all I can see is her little bitty leg up in the air like that. And it's actually pretty disrespectful. If she opens her leg any wider, I'm going to see straight booty hole. Tommy asks Tony, what if you get tired of her rules and you want to leave her? Tony then says, what? And leave her for you? And I said, wait, what? Andre comes back over and Andre is like, what's going on? And, Tony tells him that Tommy is in love with Angela. He says, I'm trying to stop the wedding. Andre says, bro, let me tell you something. You can't stop this wedding, bro. You can't stop this wedding. You're going to get crushed now or later. And I was like, you might get crushed. Tommy is out in the parking lot talking about he can't just put me up and put me away. So the strippers come over and they like, someone's been a bad boy. And they get Tony. They take him. Then this is where it started to become manufactured TV drama. This is where it started to become manufactured TV drama. Okay, you know why? Because Tommy pulls out his phone. And there's nobody in the strip club. That's number one. Tommy pulls out his phone. Then he texts Miss Angela and tells her, do you see this? Angela is in the car, next thing we see, coming down to the strip club. She get in the strip club. Tony, get your ass over here now. I'm sick of this, Tony. You need attention from women so bad. Tony, you got to come home now. Tony goes home. But as you can see in the middle of this, when Angela arrived and it was a whole hullabaloo, Tommy was nowhere to be found. Tommy was gone. Tommy left. Tommy, I was riding with you when you was like how to learn a little karate, some self-defense, taekwondo, kickboxing, whatever. I learned that, so I could protect Angie if she needed it. And I felt something, I was like, okay, he cool, I wasn't gonna dap you up, but I was doing like this. And then as I was doing like this, you told Angela and left away like a thief in the night, and now I gotta pull my hand away. I can't dap you up for that, Tommy. That wasn't very chill of you, brother. So that's the end of their story. Oh Lord Jesus, Jesus Lord. Clint and Tracy. Clint has finally gotten back into the house. He says that his heart is broken because he's losing everything. And Tracy says, well, you just look at me like a drug addict and I'm so horrible and you should just leave me. And then she tries to get up and Clint hits himself. Then Clint calls his mother and she's like, of course, call your mother. That's all you're going to do. You're a little snitch, which was hilarious. And then Clint is on the phone with his mother while he's arguing with Tracy. And his mother is like, shut it down, Clint. 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 Just shut it down, Clint. All she cares about is and then he took her off speakerphone. And she was like, yeah, yeah, all I care about is the drugs. So how, look. I don't know the full story, but it seems as though Tracy was pregnant with their baby. Tracy got an abortion. Tracy asked where the ultrasound was. And he was like, I don't know. I don't think I threw it away. And she was like, yeah, you threw it away. You threw away our kid. And he says, well, aren't you the one who really threw it away? Look, I'm not saying I understand why Tracy did a little bit of math. But what I am saying is that was the most responsible decision Tracy has ever made. I don't know Tracy. In the time that I've seen Tracy, that was the most responsible decision Tracy ever made to get an abortion. Tracy is a drug addict. Okay? You don't be a drug addict, get pregnant, and then don't do drugs for the duration of your pregnancy. You don't. Tracy made the best decision. We can't talk about abortion when Tracy is going to be a drug addict on day one of her pregnancy through day whatever of her pregnancy. Come on. And she's like, that's a low blow. That's a low blow. She got an abortion because she said they couldn't afford the child. They agreed that they couldn't afford the child. And then, she just felt really alone after that. And basically, she is having regrets. You only have abortion regrets if you get an abortion that you didn't want. And she's having regrets. She is feeling as though she lost her child. So for you, Clint, to say it was a dagger in our relationship, but you don't think that was a dagger in her heart by saying, well, you threw him away. Look, all I'm saying is Clint gives me every indication that he is the bad one in the relationship. How are you worse than a woman who has done drugs, stolen your car, the rental car, took the rental car? How are you worse than that woman? I don't know, but you are. Anyway, so she wants him to leave. She says the dog will protect me. He says, no, I want my dog. She's like, okay, you're a bitch. Then they start talking. She says, okay, I'll go to therapy. I'm sorry, I'll go to rehab. Um, he lays in the bed with her. And, he tries to act like this voice of reason because she was like, I'm scared. And he was like, yeah, it's the fear of the unknown. Like, sir, you're a drug addict as well. Can we not sit up here and act like you're so holier than thou? And yeah, that's the end of their story. I really, really, truly, truly don't want to see them on my television ever again. This last season next week should be the last time I ever see them on my television screen again because it's not funny, it's not enjoyable. I see somebody who needs help, and I also see somebody who is taking the fall for a lot of stuff. They both need help. but somebody is also becoming a fall person for somebody else, and I don't like it. Okay, last but not, oh my god, last and least, y'all know who we talking about. Y'all know, everybody know who we talking about. Let me say something. Maria, you got her all the way together. I'll say that. Okay, I'll say that. You, Maria said, girl, she called her a hoe. I don't know why she called her a hoe. Maria said, baby, boo boo, honey, sweetie, you don't care about those kids. You only care about your feelings. You only care about your feelings and if he and you are going to be together. This ain't got nothing to do with them kids. I said, well, Sarah, you right on that one. You're right. Sarah says, so many or Michael's, ex-fiance who was Megan, and then Michael's current girlfriend who is Maria, they've been so mean to her, so disrespectful. And she doesn't deserve to be disrespected. Michael wants Maria to go in the house, Then, you know, Maria says he married you out of convenience for the kids. That's right. Maria was hitting you with facts. Maria was hitting you with facts. I know that had to cut deep because she was hitting her with straight facts. Then Sarah, I ain't even gotta take all this. I ain't even gotta take this. Now you ain't even about to sit up here and talk to me like this because I ain't even about to take all this. Mike, you gonna sit up here and let her talk to me like that? You gonna let her talk to me like that? Girl, when I tell you her black scent was so prominent. It was prominent. It was, I was like, ma'am, you look ridiculous. You look ridiculous. Then they're yelling. Then some nigga named Bobby comes out the hotel. The only reason why I know his name was Bobby is because the caption said, Bobby came out and said, shut up. And the caption said, Michael said, I ain't gonna let no nigga named Bobby come tell me to shut up. It's not funny, but it's a little bit hilarious. So then he's yelling, don't touch me, while people are touching him. My husband said he could have been having a panic attack, but I'm like, I don't know. He could just be angry. I don't know. Okay, but I just know that Maria kept touching him. Then they Sarah's like, Michael, get in my car. The cops are gonna be called, bro. Michael, get in my car. The cops are gonna be called, bro. Guess where he got in? He got in that fucking, I guess, producer van with Maria. Sarah is outside talking about, he just made his choice. He just told me that he ain't want to be with me. He wanted to be with Maria. Like, I can't have a black scent because I'm just black. I really don't know. I just really don't know. Like, basically, everything Maria said was true. Sarah, look in the mirror. Look at your clown face. You're a clown. You're Boo Boo the Fool. Okay. This man has shown you countless and countless and countless times that he don't want shit to do with you. And also, if it was so, about the kids, then why didn't you call him earlier if it was about getting ice cream? And also, Sarah, you look fucking stupid. Did I say that again? Did I say that already? Because you want this man to come inside of your car and also come inside of you. Okay. All I'm saying is, and then she said, Maria will never be around my children as long as I live. But we already seen the Instagram post with Maria and the baby, Rain, sitting in the bed together, laying in the bed together. So, Sarah, just call it a day. Call it a day. Call it a week. Call it a month. Call it a year. Chalk it up to a loss. It's a loss, girl. Chalk it up to a loss. Move on. Just move on, girl. It's a loss. It's a L. Take it up. Go. Just go. Okay? Just go. Just go. Anyway, I'm done. Just go. We got one more episode. If I don't forget, I will be live tweeting that episode, so you can follow me on Twitter at AREMAC Brielle. So that's camera backwards. Brielle. Air Mac Brielle. Okay, so if you all like this review, you can like, comment, and subscribe. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter. Everything else you need to know about me will be down below. My name is Brielle. I make beats, I sing songs. If you like what you see, come on along. Bye.